Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the regular scheduled meeting of President Board of Trustees of Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, held on Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, beginning at 6:45 PM. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Here.
Trustee Brennan?
Present.
Trustee Galante is absent. Trustee Mahoney?
Present.
Trustee Mueller?
Here.
Trustee Sullivan?
Here.
President Glatz?
Present. Thank you, Clerk O'Connor. Item number 1, I would like to ask the board for a motion to consider the approval of the agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Who first?
Bill,
Bill Brennan.
Okay, thank you.
motion. Trustee Sullivan,
Thank you.
second. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 1, Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Item number 2, I would like to ask the board for a motion to consider approval of the minutes of the regular village board meeting held on March 7, 2023.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item 2, Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 3, to receive presentations of the Tinley Park Business Spotlight, Together We Cope, and Porter Place Memory Care from President Glatz, Clerk O'Connor, and Trustee Bill Brennan. Clerk O'Connor, would you like to go first, please?
I will, thank you. Together We Cope has been empowering South Suburban residents in 27 communities by supplying food, shelter, clothing, and referrals since 1982. We are pleased to welcome Executive Director and my friend, Catherine Stranario, and Board President Frank Trombley of Together We Cope.
Frank was going to start, but since I'm already here. I just wanted to thank you for inviting us. We'd love to be here, and Tinley Park has supported us so much. And I know you know that we had a fire November 21st, and the fire department was, well, first of all, I get a call from the mayor telling me the building's on fire. And then he gives me a number, and I call it, and I'm talking to someone on site in the fire department, and I just wanted to thank everybody. The services in Tinley Park are amazing, and we have benefited so much from our unfortunate experience with the fire, but we've benefited from the kindness of everyone and the professionalism of the fire department and the police department, who we deal with a lot. They know to come to Together We Cope, but we're very, again, extremely grateful that this is where we are, and of course, this is where we hope to stay. But I'm going to step back now and let Frank start.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I thought.
Hi, my name is Frank Trombley. I'm the president. I want to first thank the fire department. You guys were fabulous. You took care of everything, made sure there was nothing going on. You took the time to make sure that everything was right, and the people were taken care of that came by, because they were still trying to get turkeys at that time, as you remember. As I'll tell a little bit of the story, they had the trucks out there, they had everything set up, and of course you can see these trucks, they're big. I mean, they're not little bitty things. And the cars were still trying to drive all the way around just to get turkeys from us. And it was real sad that we couldn't do it, but we managed to pass it out to other agencies so that they were able to take care of the community, even though we were not able to do it at our facility. So we're very thankful for you, because you guys did handle it very professionally and very well done. Let's see, Kathy wrote up a whole thing for me. I'm not going to read it all to you, but I will hit the highlights for you. First, as you know, we had the fire November 21st. It was surprising, because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden I'm getting a call from Kathy. Says, you better get over there. So what's going on with that fire? I said, fire, come on. Really? And I didn't get a call from anybody except her, and I'm like, okay, sure as heck it was. It was a small fire, but it did, have managed to cause a lot of smoke damage to everything and the water that just results from having to put out a fire. The insurance company came in, hired a company to do the restoration and get started. As they were starting to tear everything out and they're throwing all the stuff away that they could, they found asbestos. We did have it remediated properly, help with the village. You guys were very helpful with talking with them, making sure we got a good group in there. They took care of it, got it all remediated properly. We had to change the restoration company because after 3.5 months, they still hadn't moved forward with anything. So we have switched. We've got a new architect that's going to be working on designing the inside, possibly doing some work on the outside. We still have to see what he's going to come up with. We're going to replace all the furnishings, and we'll get back to passing out food and helping more of the clients as we can, because we're going to make it a better layout so we can help the clients in there. So I'll turn it back over to Kathy because she has a lot to tell you guys about all the things we're going to be doing.
Sure. The truth is, our Director of Communications wrote this out for both of us, and we're already off script, so it doesn't matter. One of the things, the first line that she wrote, and I thought was really, really well written, was, "Keeping together, we cope in operation without a building is one of the greatest challenges we've faced in many years." And it was like COVID, because you didn't know what to do. There was no playbook for this for us. We didn't, there was so many things that we didn't know. We figured them out quickly. We had so much help. Immediately, Mayor Glotz came in and started a kind of a GoFundMe, but through the mail. And he hand wrote every single letter, and that was very important to us because it really helped to sustain us. And thank you so much for that. I know it was a pain in the neck, and the building stunk. There was still smoke in the building. But I also wanted to say, that reminds me, I wanted to say one thing. The sprinklers worked. Without them, we could have taken out that whole plaza. So as much as it looked like Niagara Falls when they were still draining, it was well worth it. So I can't say enough about that. Glad you made us do that. We are still working with clients. We're working harder than ever because we're all in our administrative building. That building was donated to us, I think, about 7 years ago, and we had very few people in it, and now we are all in it. You should, seriously, I invite you all to come by and take a look because it's kind of comical. We're at, our administrative building is at 17728 Oak Park Avenue, so if you happen to be stopping at one of the bars, you can just come right over. Units B, C, and D. We would love to see you and to show you what we've done. We actually got a compliment when, I don't know who came in to check the fire department came in to check us, and he said, "You ladies are doing a great job." And, currently, we don't have any men over there, so it is pretty clean, I have to say.
Thanks.
Oh, I forgot you were there. But our clients are coming, I'm using COVID as an example because we changed the way we did business with COVID, and we did the same thing. Now we do a lot of client services by mail, by fax, by phone, and of course over the computer. And it's worked out very well. Today we had a record number of people coming in, which really made me happy because I like that they found us and they can come see us. We have a mini food pantry. It's non-perishable, but we're able to help out. We've been doing motel stay for our homeless clients and our rents. We have a housing program for homeless individuals and families, scattered site in the south suburbs. So we're really proud of that. Today we moved someone else into housing. So we're always excited when that happens. And it's just, we're able to do what we want to do. When Frank said people were still coming for turkeys and we couldn't give them to them, that was the part that hurt the most. It was like somebody cut off your legs because it would be like not being able to put out a fire. I mean, it was so hard not to help people. You just wanted to run back inside and get them food or get them help because we've done it I've personally done it for 30 years, and they have, Together We Cope has been around. They started in 1982, and in 1989 they incorporated. So, I mean, people have really been, this is in our DNA, I think, at this point, and just makes us so happy to help people. We have 2 storage units, but we're really not able to take donations. We're taking some of the big things because we want to open with a bang. We would like to open as soon as possible. I keep saying May. Well, a long time ago, I said a couple weeks, and now I'm saying May, but it probably, look for us in June. I think that would probably be more likely. We're helping not only with, I lost my place here, let's see. I just want to make sure that I give you everything. We're helping with prescription drugs, we're helping with motel stay, we're helping with rents and mortgages, we're helping with utility bills and water bills. And we've had the most wonderful conversations with our clients. I'm not fortunate enough to see them daily, like our case managers do, and I think that I've learned more from being so close to the conversation and being able to go out and put a name with maybe a piece of mail that I've seen, because all of our homeless clients, and there are lots of them, they all get their mail delivered to Together We Cope. So they stop in, and now, because I get the mail, sort the mail, and put the homeless mail in a cabinet, and when they come in, I'm so excited to say, oh, I know who you are, you get this much mail, and you get, it's just, it's nice, and I think it's more what we're supposed to do. It's the warmth and being able to really help people. I know I'm probably gone over my time.
There's no time.
Just wanted to tell you that
Don't cry.
I'm not crying. Not crying. We're referring our food pantry clients to other clients. I mean, naturally, we lost the resale shop, but we also had boxes of clothes that we could help people with. And through the Greater Chicago Food Depository's website, we're able to link them up. They tell us where they live, and we're able to send them to the closest pantry near them and give them, of course, anything we have. We've had people give us gift cards that we're able to give to families so that they can use them to go to the grocery store and buy what they need. We've had people have diaper and baby food drives, which is amazing. And to use Marge's language, so that we can give immediate aid to our littlest clients. I thought she does such a great job. And then I come and, kind of screw it up. But we had a lot of donors for our Christmas program, and we were able to still run that, and that was really important. The landlord let us use a different building for that, not our building that we own, but there is a building in the same plaza, so that and all of our toys were down there, so we didn't lose any of the toys. We lost pretty much everything else, but it was amazing to have Christmas, and we had a record-breaking Christmas program this year, so we're still not able to accept food, but we kind of, if you got something, we'll do everything we can to put it someplace, even if we take it in our garage. But I think that shortly, if all we need is one room cleared in that building and the floor down, and I think we can start moving some things into there, which would be very important to us. Also, Marge gave me a prop that I left in the car, and it was just to show you what we do for people in extreme need when they come in. And she gave me a neon green backpack because she thought the color would look good, so I'm not doing her any justice here, but there was a full-size bottle of shampoo, and there was soap, and there were toothbrushes and toothpaste and warm socks, new socks, and hats and gloves and things like that for the winter. So when somebody came in, we would give them food. We'd also send them away with one of these little to-go bags. So we just wanted you to know that we're still working, and we're working hard, and, if you see someone in the community that needs our help, please give us a call. Give me a call. We're still at the same number, 708-633-5040. And there are 2 Kathys, either one of them, it will help you. But I'm always happy to give out my cell phone. I'm not going to do it here, but I would be very happy. Is it possible that we can leave some cards here so that people can get a hold of us if they need to? Okay. Thank you again.
Leave them in the back with Lisa Valley, and she can put them at the front desk
Oh, thank you. Okay, Frank.
with the flower pen.
I just want to say one last thing.
What?
Thank you to each and every one of you.
Oh, gosh, yes.
You guys have made it so much better for us. Even though it's been a tough time, we wouldn't have been able to make it without you guys. Thank you very much.
And so many of you have donated personally, and, I wish I could have my list here, just say, thank you. We appreciate it. Hopefully, we got those thank you notes out, but sometimes,
It's good. We just want to add one last thing to it.
Sure.
And best part about it, you can never do anything yourself, by yourself, right? It takes a team. And so
Absolutely.
I want to thank Clerk Nancy O'Connor too, because she showed up and spent the whole day there with me,
she did.
writing all the thank you notes as we're smelling smoke, sitting in the room filled with water, spending our whole day just writing off of my little master list of people, sending personal notes to, asking them to help Together We Cope. So Nancy, I want to thank you too for
Nancy,
enjoying the
thank
smoke
you.
with me.
I forgot, we had such a
My
good time
pleasure.
with you. I forgot you were working.
pleasure.
But you were right. You are in a room, the only room that didn't have water was my office, and you were not in there. So
Nope,
I know you were in.
we were in the
you
watery
a
room.
couple inches. But, thank you, from the bottom of our
Thank you very
hearts.
much.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Frank.
Mr. Mayor, could I add to that or wait till the very end?
Go ahead, my friend.
Okay, one, when you mentioned how the community came together, okay, especially at that time of year, under the direction of the supervisor of Orland Township Food Pantry, we got a lot of your customers by us, and we're able to take care of them with the extra hams or turkeys that we had. So that is a community coming together to help. And also, talk about the community helping to the naysayers that are out there, to the people that whined and complained about Avon Street and Dominic Kwalchek. For those that, I meant to mention this last time, he donated $30,000, okay, that people donate to see the Christmas lights by his house. So that went, I know, to Together We Cope. So we also wanted to thank him for helping out, again, showing how the community comes together, despite people who weren't happy with the lights. It did a great thing for your organization. So we want to thank him as well.
I hit the mouse. It timed
No problem.
Thank you. Next, we will have item number 2. I would like to ask trustee Bill Brennan to take this one.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's a feel-good night. We got 2 great organizations here tonight. So I'd like to welcome Executive Director Colleen Kamen and Community Relations Director Kelly Teague of Porter Place here in Tinley Park. I originally met Colleen a couple years ago when I was looking around for suggestions for my mother, who currently suffers from Alzheimer's. So that is kind of how our dementia-friendly Tinley Park kicked off. Colleen came to me and asked to really kind of start to build this program. And I know they had a meeting at the library on Friday with their staff and did a lot of training for our dementia-friendly community. And for that, I am forever grateful. I think this is a great initiative that we are kicking off, and we've had several meetings along with Hannah Lippman, who has been instrumental in getting this thing off the ground. Our work is not complete. This is a continuous effort, and I want to thank both of you guys, all of you guys, for all your efforts. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Porter Place Memory Care is dedicated to optimizing the potential for cognitively impaired individuals to find comfort, joy, and a connection with the world around them. The village has been working in partnership with Porter Place to help make Tinley Park a dementia-friendly community. Please join us in welcoming Colleen and Kelly.
Thank you so much. And it's nice to see some familiar faces. We actually did a training here for the staff and got great questions, great responses. We really appreciated it. We've also done training for the police department on how to handle someone with dementia during a police call, how to identify someone possibly with dementia. So our goal for this is that people that are living with dementia in your community feel comfortable, feel safe, that their caregivers feel supported. It's really difficult to care for someone, as so many people know, with dementia. A dementia-friendly community is welcoming, is educated, has an understanding of the disease processes. kind of understands how to relate to people, how to communicate with them. There's lots of things out there about abuse of the elderly and about fraud and all of those kinds of things. But it's so important that people understand how that disease process works and how to identify somebody. So we're looking at, not just for residents that live in our community, who we take wonderful care of, but we also know that there are people that aren't going to ever go to a community and are going to be out, particularly those in the earlier stages. I do want to recognize one of your other people with the village, and that's Ann Sortino, has been doing an amazing job assisting with this. She's doing the posts, she's doing the publicity, she's reaching out. We've had meetings with the Alzheimer's Association. We have some more things planned. So Ann has been absolutely phenomenal. So thank you, Anna. So we really encourage, if there are businesses out there that you think would be open to our providing training, I am happy to do that. We do this on a volunteer basis. We want Tinley Park to receive a designation of being a dementia-friendly community. We're planning some memory cafes. I liked one idea that we had, and that was the dementia pub crawl. We'll see. But, places where people can go and feel comfortable and not feel ostracized, not feel different. People with dementia are still people. They just have a diagnosis that makes processing things and handling things more difficult. But they're still in there. It's so important to remember that. They take in so much more than we know. And to me, what a horrible feeling it would be to be living with a disease process where you were taking it in, but you weren't able to express it back out. And so by treating them with dignity and respect and treating them as people, not as a disease, makes a big difference. So we want people that live in the village to feel comfortable, and we want their caregivers to feel supported. Many of you know what it's like to be a caregiver and how difficult it is. So that support is very important to them. The library, I was amazed at how many people seem to have related. They must see a lot of, it's kind of a safe space. It's not crazy busy and noisy, which is really good for people with dementia. So libraries can actually be a very good place for someone with dementia to go. So by educating them on the process and how to communicate with them and how to identify, I think that they'll see some real benefits from it. Anytime somebody needs, I know somebody here, and I don't know who it was, one time a lady just called me and she said, I called the village hall and they told me to call you. It's like, great. We are happy to be a resource. If families need help, we have a family support group, the fourth Thursday of every month at the community. It is run by somebody outside of our community. We don't run it. It is a true support group. So that it's, and anybody is welcome to it. Kelly uses our database, to invite people, but they don't have to live at the community to attend our support group. So if there's ever anything I can do to help people in the community, we're happy to.
Thank you so much, Colleen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
And before we move on to number 4, I just want to thank Assistant Kristen Therian for always helping us put great business spotlights on here. So thank you, Kristen. Next, we have item number 4. I would like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Melanie Hudson to the position of 911 dispatcher.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Melanie has served as a telecommunicator for 8 years, while her responsibilities include dispatching police, fire, and EMS units in both emergency and non-emergency situations. Melanie holds numerous training certificates, including public safety telecommunicator, certified emergency medical dispatcher, Illinois Department of Public Health certified dispatcher, leads hazmat certification. I'd like to ask the board to consider appointing Melanie Hudson to the position of 911 dispatcher effective April 5th, 2023. Melanie, would you like to say a couple words?
I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity, and I look forward to serving the village of Tinley Park. So thank you all very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Please? No?
Fits right in with the booth.
Is that a job requirement?
Congratulations, Melanie.
Can't run away from her desk.
Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Roll call for item 4, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 5. May I have a motion to consider approval of the consent agenda items.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you. The consent agenda items have been publicly posted and available for review on the agenda for this meeting. Would anyone from the board like any of these items removed from the consent agenda tonight? Let the record reflect there are none. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 5, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 6. There was a Scribner's error, and the actual address is 17200 Oak Park Avenue. May I have a motion to consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-013, increasing the number of Class P licenses that can be issued in the Village of Tinley Park, Hawaii Fluid Art, 17200 Oak Park Avenue, Unit 104.
So moved.
Thank you. The petitioner has approached the mayor's office seeking a Class P liquor license for a new Hawaii Fluid Art location at 17200 Oak Park Avenue, Unit 104. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole held prior to this meeting. Mr. King, would you like to address the board and make a couple comments?
Just want to say hi. I see some familiar faces. Some of you may know me as well. I've delivered beds throughout the community for about 4 or 5 years with Sleep in Heavenly Peace, a nonprofit organization, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having a brick and mortar location here in Tinley Park.
That's great. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
King.
you.
Congratulations.
Any questions for him? Bill, you have to have one.
No, I'm happy, just the way it is.
Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. King. Appreciate it for you coming to Tinley Park.
Thank you all. Appreciate you guys having me. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 6, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries 5-0. Thank you, sir. Have a great night.
Thank you. You all as well.
Thank you.
Next, we have item number 7. Trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-023, approving the official 2022 Tinley Park zoning map.
make
I'll
the
second it.
Thank you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Per the Illinois Municipal Code, municipalities must adopt an official zoning map by March 31st of each year. No properties are being rezoned as part of the adoption of the official zoning map. It is only reflecting changes and corrections completed during the previous year. The Plan Commission reviewed the draft 2022 official zoning map on March 16th, 2023, voted 6-0 to recommend approval. This resolution is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, Mike. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, you call the roll, please.
Roll call for item 7, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Item number 8, Trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-029, approving a contract between the Village of Tinley Park and L. Warren Oil Company Incorporated for a bulk fuel purchase.
Anyone?
Make a motion?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. Consider awarding a contract with L. Warren Oil Company Incorporated to participate in a fixed-cost bulk fuel program for both gasoline and diesel fuel. This will grant the village manager the authority to finalize a contract subsequent to the approval, locking pricing in for the current market. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held previous to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll for item 8?
Roll call for item 8, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next is item 8, trustee Mahoney.
Thank you. Please
Sure,
consider
item 9.
adopting.
9.
Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-031, approving a contract between the Village of Tinley Park and City Escape Garden and Design LLC for landscape maintenance mowing.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. Consider awarding a contract to City Escape Garden and Design LLC at the estimated cost of $255,704.59. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held previous to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Any questions from the board?
Yeah, I got one, Mr. Mayor. And I'm sorry, I should have addressed this at the Committee of the Whole. Arlen, they kind of got off to a slow start last year. We did have a lot of rain. Was there any changes they were making to the plan this year? And I'm sorry to put you on the spot for that, but.
No, all good. So yeah, we had some issues with them last year early. Sat down with them, changed up their crew. We got a different foreman and different crews out there, and from that point on, we had no more issues. They kind of corrected everything, and we were happy with their performance from there on out. So yeah, we are recommending use them again.
Okay, all right, cool. I just wanted to make sure, because John said they were new, and that was kind of being new to the area. I just was hoping that was corrected, so thanks so much.
Yep, no, just to add to that, myself, John Urbanski, Kelly from Public Works, Hannah, village attorney, actually was there as well. Pat Carr, we sat down with them and went over, there was just a little difference opinion, they thought when they started, and then they didn't start when they should have, then we had all that rain, so they couldn't get out there, and that just made everything worse, and like Arlen said, she immediately switched supervisors, and everything ran smooth afterwards.
Perfect, very good, thanks.
Welcome. Anyone else? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item 9, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 10, trustee Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-025, approving an agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and the Lakota Group for Harmony Square infrastructure improvements.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis. A little late there, Bill.
This agreement with Lakota Group is to provide professional design services for the development of Harmony Square. These improvements include site design and architectural services necessary to adequately support this development. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held previous to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item 10, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Item number 11, trustee Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-026, approving an agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and R.C. Wegman for Harmony Square infrastructure improvements.
So moved.
Is there a
Second.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. This agreement with R.C. Wegman is to provide professional owners, representative construction management services for the development of Harmony Square. These services include project management as an owner's representative and coordination of the public-private partnership necessary to adequately support this development. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held previous to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item 11, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 12, trustee Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-027, approving an agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and Robinson Engineering Limited for Harmony Square infrastructure improvements.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. This agreement with Robinson Engineering Limited is to provide professional engineering survey and design services for the development of Harmony Square. These improvements include roadway, sanitary sewer, storm sewer, and water main improvements necessary to adequately support this development. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held previous to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 12, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 13. Trustee Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-028, approving an agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and Christopher B. Burke Engineering Limited for Harmony Square infrastructure improvements.
So
I'll
moved.
make that motion.
I'll second. Sorry.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Dennis.
All night.
This
Now they're
agreement
all
with
over.
Christopher B. Burke Engineering Limited is to provide professional engineering and design services for the development of Harmony Square. These improvements include dry utility relocation project and site electrical necessary to adequately support this development. This item was discussed previously at the Committee of the Whole meeting, and this resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll on item 13?
Roll call for item 13, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 14, receive comments from staff. Pat, would anyone from your table like to speak?
Yeah, I'd just again like to thank Hannah, the Finance Department, and all of the departments for the budget and the preparation that we've put into it. This process starts back in November, and we had key deadlines to meet. They were all met, and it's, again, a collaborative effort between all the departments, and also working together with the village board to sell what we put forward to get this budget going. So it's another great year that we had, and we're looking forward to making another great year. And again, thanks for all the hard work that was put in by staff to get this done.
Thank you. Anyone else? Donna, anyone from your table?
No, marketing department's just busy working on, it's getting to be event season. And we've got a new event this year, Art and Garden Market. The bunnies coming to town in April.
Oh, wow.
Exciting stuff.
If you're looking for someone to jump in the bunny suit, Bill probably would.
I have my own.
Of course you do.
Should surprise you.
Thanks, Donna. Maybe I shouldn't have asked.
Oh, boy.
Next, we have, did you have anything, Dan? Nope, you good? All right. Next, we have item number 15, receive comments from the board. Would anyone from the board like to comment?
I'll comment.
Go ahead, Mr. Mueller.
I'll just say I can't be prouder of this team getting the initial engineering and contracts in front of us for Harmony Square. I couldn't be prouder to be part of this effort. To see it finally start to really move forward concretely is just fantastic. So thank you guys all for your help. No department went unscathed in this, I'm imagining, so thank you guys all.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll make it quick. Go ahead. I'll just echo kind of what Pat said about the budget. I think, looking at the budget, thank you, Hannah, for going over the budget this past week. Just looking at the contrasting budgets from COVID, I guess more of just a kudos to the whole finance department from the last 3 years to where we are now. It's just really impeccable work, not even just this past budget season, but the last 3 years. It really put Tinley Park in a fantastic financial position. So thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you. I'd like to add just, thanks to the clerk's office and Deputy Clerk Laura Gadet. These elections are always burdensome, and, thank you, Laura, for all the work. You just finished with an election cycle at the village, as we are an early voting site, so thank you for working with all the election people in the Costin Center, so thank you. It's a lot of coordination. She's up here on weekends. It's amazing. She'll bring them cookies and stuff, so she's great. And then again, to kind of echo what Bill said, thank you to all our staff on that budget again. It wasn't easy. It went I thought it went smoothly. And, you know, we had some new additions to the finance team. Thank you, David. Thank you, Brandy. You guys did a great job. And I want to thank our HR department, Angela, for all the hirings that we've done over this past year. You've done an excellent job making sure that process flows smoothly, so thank you, Angela. Anyone else? We're all good? Next, we will move on to item number 16, receive comments from the public. Any comments from the public? Let the record reflect there are none. Next, we have Pat. Do you have anything for executive session? You do. Okay. Item number 17, I'd like to ask the board for a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss the following. A, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you, Dennis. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 17. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. We will not be coming back after executive session. We are adjourned at 7:26 PM. Thank you.